Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of the Saints Block Party podcast. Free agency has started in the NFL. The Saints made a move. Technically, free agency doesn't start until tomorrow, but the negotiation window, wink on wink, whatever, opened officially on Monday, even though that stuff's been talked about since the combine and even probably before then. But before we get into anything, nope, that's my cat. Um, can we just take a moment to finally rejoice that the thing that Ryan and I have been asking for fucking years is finally happening? That Hans Zimmer is going to do a U.S. tour. Can we talk about that, Ryan?
Bro, I got to be in there, bro. I got to
It's a
be
must.
in there.
It's a must,
Be
bro.
in
I don't.
tears, bro. Play that Inception. Oh, that Inception.
When time hit, bro. Oh my,
Oh, man.
bro. Whew. Been waiting long time. Long time for
Long
this.
time.
Ryan don't care where it is. We will figure it out. And Jay
We got to
already
figure it
said,
out, bro.
Jay was like, she's like, that's you and Ryan. Yes, yes, it is.
I got to have a talk with Free.
Hey,
She
hey,
going to
baby.
say who? She going to say who? A hired or what?
Hey, baby. Me and Adam gonna go to this concert and listen to Hans Zimmer.
Who that who is? A whole name,
Anyway,
huh?
Hans from Dar. No.
Huh?
Oh shit, bro. Anyway, so the U.S. tour will be announced tomorrow. This has nothing fucking to do with football, and honestly, don't care. Like this, our moment. Anyway, free agency. The Saints are on the board. They signed former Chiefs linebacker, two-time Super Bowl champion Willie Gay. Um, and an interesting move in that one of the last conversations we had on this podcast, we was talking about Pete Warner and something else the Saints did. They extended essentially Demario Davis for 2 years, ghost years, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, Demario Davis will retire a New Orleans Saint, which is great. But like the thing with, I just kept going back to the whole Pete Warner thing. I was like, are they going to extend?
Right.
And teams, no matter if they're wrong or right, teams will always let you know what they think of the team or of a player in the moves that they make in free agency and the moves they make in the draft. And them signing a 26-year-old Willie Gay, and I get it, it's only a 1 year deal. It's like 3 million guaranteed, up to 5 million, with incentives. That to me was very, very telling. I think it's a very good signing.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you watch a Chiefs game, Willie Gay flashed, good in coverage, just a good modern NFL linebacker, and him next to Demario, assuming what, I don't know what his role is going to be, but if he's starting next to Demario, that is a good linebacker core. What does that mean for Pete Warner? I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Gotta compete. Gotta compete, baby. It's an interesting signing, though. I'm gonna have to go back and study him, but I know, like, I've seen him play, obviously, a bunch, but I never, like, keyed on him, like, how good
Right.
is he and stuff like that. So I'm going to go back and watch, but it's interesting, bro, because, I'm sure they looked at the tape this past year and said, that linebacker spot we could get better at. We can get a little better at, you know what I'm saying? And, not saying Pete Werner getting cut or nothing like that, but I mean, bro, like you got to time to step it up. I've been hearing about how smart you are and you're a tape dog and all that. I got to see it on the field, bro, because things just wasn't looking right. I know the
One,
Pete
bro.
I saw his rookie year and the Pete I saw this past year, something
Not
ain't right.
Didn't even seem like remotely close to the same player. What changed? I don't know.
I don't know.
But Saints are on the board. As the Discord is in Twitter saying, kind of doing some bargain bin shopping. And listen, the Saints, at least the first three moves or three players that they've been attached to in free agency thus far, right? Maddox, the slot corner from Philadelphia, hasn't played a lot. Chase Young, obviously pass rusher, formerly of the Commanders and Niners, and then they signed Willie Gay. Those are three players on the defense. On the defense. That I'm not saying this is 100% sure, but that leads me to believe to some degree their goal is to add talent to the defense. And it seems like maybe a little bit they're like, we got the guy for who we need offensively. The talent that we have on the offensive side of the ball to some degree. Clint Kubiak gonna come in, he got to make it cook. And this is what it is.
Right. Interesting. We hadn't heard Andrew Speed's name yet.
Very.
I mean, like the Saints, I'll link to any other team so far. I don't know if I missed anything, but I know I did a search earlier and I didn't see nothing. So that's interesting, notable, just to see how that works out. Will they make an attempt at signing an offensive tackle, whether it's Pete or somebody? I don't know. I mean, bro, them checks, them contracts was rolling out yesterday to OTs and guards. Guards was getting paid. I was like, God damn. I mean, bro, average guards were getting paid big money.
The Panthers, it's funny, and I think Jim Nagy, who runs the Senior Bowl, and other people have made the analogy, like the Panthers really are trying like the Drew Brees approach with the shorter quarterback with Bryce Young, like load up on the interior so that pocket's clean, and how they're kind of building the team. But yeah, like the numbers for like that Robert Hunt contract.
Ooh. It's like, man, we wasn't even sniffing that, boy.
Hold on. It is a 5-year, $100 million? That one in that right?
I think you're right.
Yeah. $5
about
million.
20 a year, yeah.
Yeah, 20 a year, 36 million guaranteed.
Go get it. Hey, they was doling out money, bro. Like that cap went up a little bit. I mean, even Philly paying a running back. It paid Saquon Barkley. I know
Bryce Huff.
The analytic nerds are like, you can't pay a running back, blah 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 blah. And they love Philly. Like Philly is their like analytic darlings.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
They pay them money and they never pay running backs. And, things come back around sometimes. You need a running. Sometimes you need a running back. Like, okay, we need a running back. Go get a running back.
And that to me is an indication that they paid Jalen Hurts, but now they like, can Jalen be the like dog? Can he lead
dog?
Just so many fascinating things. I know this is a Saints podcast, but so much has happened in free agency with like Derrick Henry going to the Ravens.
Oh, I like that. I just like it. I like it.
Joe Mixon went to the Texans. Daniil Hunter,
7th round pick.
Yeah, because they were going to cut him. He was
going to cut him. It was like,
the Packers signed Josh Jacobs, and they cut Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones
immediately
goes to Minneapolis, bro. Like this is the shit that I love it. It's so much that it's been a lot to kind of keep track of.
I was just like non-stop. Something.
It's been a flurry. But with the Eagles signing, let's walk this back. Saints interested in Chase Young. He has a visit scheduled with the Saints. I don't even know who the other team was. And then our guy in our Discord that is connected says that also the Ravens also potentially are interested in Chase Young as well. The pool that I get from Chase Young of like, like, yes, I understand. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. I really do. But then it's also the flip side of like, I don't know, Ryan. I don't know.
It's a boom or bust free agency signing, and honestly, it's not much evidence of boom. Like it's
Mm-mm.
you are hoping there's boom, but it just hadn't been much boom in his career. It's a very risky, depending on the money,
That's
but
the big
it's a
thing.
risky. It's the
Like,
huge thing.
if they could get him, throw this out there, 1 year, 13 million.
I think that's is going to be his going rate. It's going to be between 11, kind of like Davenport last year when he went to the Vikings. I think he
Shit,
got
what did
50.
Davenport guy almost got up to 10 this year from the
I'm
Lions,
telling
bro?
you, bro, like what is, bro?
Listen, Davenport will always have a place in the league strictly by his genetic, athletic profile and makeup. Period.
That's it.
Period.
Period.
Don't matter what his
Period.
tape show, don't matter, because there is someone out there that can be like, I can get it out of him. I can change him.
Because that's the thing. You could find cut ups from throughout his career where he's walloping a quarterback. It's like, ooh. It's like,
Gotta look hard though, but yeah, you can find
gotta
him.
look hard. But you can find him. Especially the last like 2 years. You can find nothing.
Nothing
You
break.
gotta go back to like 1920, something like that. But that's fast. It just shows you how bad. If you affect the passer, you gonna
Always
get
got a
paid, bro.
place.
You protect the passer, if you get after the passer, you gonna get paid. Your boy from the Dolphins, what's his name? Wilkinson, Christian
Oh, Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins, yeah.
Wilkins?
I mean, he got broke off. I mean, broke
Well deserved.
off, bro. And well deserved. Yeah, you're a really good player, but he was just like, man, like if you can rush the pass at any kind of way, you
Anyway,
get
bro.
paid. I mean, Saints wasn't
I'm
sniffing no pass rusher.
none. And the only one that they might sniff is someone like the Chase Young may
Right.
need to take like a 1 year prove it deal. I'd be very interested in wondering, being that both Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack were available.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That would be interesting. But we talked about the Eagles and them signing Bryce Huff. So then that got me to thinking, obviously the Eagles have Josh Sweat on the trade block. They got Hassan Reddick on the trade block. Let me put this out here right now. Keep Hassan Reddick away from the New Orleans Saints. That's not a slight against Hassan Reddick at all. I think he's a good player. I think he's shown flashes, but if you want to talk about a team that would not know how to utilize that man's skill set at all, it is the New Orleans Saints. No way. I don't want to trade a seventh for Hassan Reddick, bro.
And who's the example of that?
Oh, no, Philly Eagle himself, Zach Bond.
Man, I got a tickle out of that one, bro. That I laughed out loud. Literally laughed out loud when I saw that sign. I'm like,
Makes so much sense.
You could just see, it. That we've been talking about this so long, bro. Like as long as we've been podcasting, we've been talking about this.
Almost 4 years.
4 years. We say he gonna leave. He gonna go to what we would say New England with Bill Belichick back when he was there.
Steelers.
Eagles. I always compared him to Hassan Reddick. How the Eagles use Hassan Reddick. Not that they're the same player, but just use how you use a player.
He's gonna get minimum 5 sacks next season. Book it, Ryan. Minimum.
Book it. And I just want to know what happened. I really want to know what happened. Who pounded the table for him? Who came up with the vision for him? The lack of vision. Like, what happened? I just want to know what happened. What was the thought process? Not only when you drafted him, but after you drafted him. Like, what were y'all thinking about?
So they watched film of him, like extensive film of him, and they saw that he rushed the passer almost exclusively at Wisconsin, and in their mind they were like, you know what? Let's make him an off-ball linebacker. Okay, that in and of itself dumb, but at what point do you not, as an organization, realize maybe we didn't make the right decision? Maybe we should have just kept him at what he did at Wisconsin and corrected that move. And you know what? They did, like, his final season, like half, like 3/4 of this season, and then he plays well, and he gets for that interception against CJ Stroud, bro, that we saw. That's the last thing that one, and then he gets a sack, and then he does the Jordan shrug, bro. Like,
never forget it. God bless him, bro. I wish him well, man. I hope he has a good career.
The Saints being linked to Maddox of formerly the Eagles is very interesting to me. It's a player who has played the slot, has missed a lot of games recently, and it's funny. One of our listeners, Chocolate Lady 3, maybe off the top of my head, on Twitter, was like, "Oh, they trying to be interested in like Maddox, but they're also using like a player missing time as a way of justification of why they want to get rid of like Marshawn Lattimore." So like it makes sense.
It makes sense.
And like, here's the thing about Maddox, and maybe I watched a lot of Philly games. Like at times, like, was he a decent slot corner? Yes, but most of the time when I'm watching a Philly game, he was getting cooked. Like he was like, what?
That's what I remember.
Am I misremembering?
No, I don't think so.
It feels like he would be the new Bradley Roby, bro. That's what
exactly.
That's what it would.
That's what
it feel like.
He is. That's the role.
At that point, just bring back Yadam, and I know Yadam didn't play in the slot. He played outside last season. Can he not be cross-trained to play the slot? Because he has a skill set.
What are we doing here? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I don't know. And I would be like remiss to not think that if they were interested in signing Maddox, to me that's just a flag. Like, why would you need a slot? Because in theory, the outside would be Adebo, Lattimore, and then you got to figure out, if Alante can play the slot, can't play the slot, what have you. So why is them being interested in Maddox is an indication to me that there still is, I won't say a want likely of them trading Marshawn Lattimore. It hasn't happened yet, but it's still there.
Still there. Still in the plans.
Yeah.
And, it probably going to be something that won't happen until after June, So it's just going to be one of those wait and see things. But, yeah, I mean, this overall free agency so far, Saints fans getting antsy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see them like, man, do something. Part of me feels that way because I want chaos and fun, but I also understand it from a business standpoint. Like we talk about the cap all the time, but at some point, man, like you gotta. It's not the fact that the bill comes due. Sometimes you just want to be a little smart, And I do wonder
a measured approach.
And they have done it the past couple of years. They made a splash with Derek Carr last year, but other than that, it was.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Jamal in theory wasn't a splash because that was yeah.
So I mean, I understand what they're doing, but my question is, who is imposing that? Like, is that coming from Gale? Is that coming from Loomis? Like, who is imposing that approach? Because it's not like they can't. People saying, well, they can't sign anybody. They can. If they wanted to, they can sign somebody.
They can.
They could sign somebody to a $2 million base salary with a $20 million signing bonus or whatever. They can do that. But, Gale got to write that check. Gale got to get into that purse. And I just wonder who's imposing that. Like, is Gale saying, like, look, I done spent a lot of money last couple of years. I done wrote Derek Carr, each quarterback, a $60 million check straight up. And all I got was booze in the Superdome and empty seats. no playoffs. We've switched out coaching staffs on the defensive side, and we switched out the whole coaching staff on the offensive side. Y'all telling me this was the key. Y'all said Derek Carr was a perfect match for the current offensive staff, but now he's not a match, so now the new offensive staff got to fix. Y'all got to make it work. I'm not writing no more checks. I ain't writing no more big. Figure it out. That I wonder if that's happened. I have no clue, and I probably never will.
That's such a that'd be man. We'll never know, bro. We'll never know.
Never know, bro. We'll never know. But it's just interesting that they are operating at such a measured approach when they've been, go whole trying to win now the past couple of years, and now they, looking at dudes like Maddox and Chase Young and all that. Like, I don't know, something interesting going on.
But man, here's the thing though. That Chase Young one, like that's name brand. That's name power. That's name. So like that's something that they could like sell us as other fans are like, look, they went out and signed Chase Young. And here's the thing. Chase Young, there are times in the Super Bowl and also times in that Lions game and that comeback in the second half where Chase Young looked like Chase Young, who was drafted, top 3 in the draft, right? The question just becomes, like, if you're signing him to a 1-year, $13 million deal, you have Big Creep, you have Cam, who's an aging player. Does Chase Young essentially just become like you're starting in, and then Cam just becomes a rotational player, or what? I don't know how it will look. I don't know. But something I will say also, to this point, getting kind of back to the Marshawn thing is, I feel I can put this out there confidently. The team wants a first for Marshawn. The team wants a first. Okay. The sense overall in the league is that teams are hoarding their picks very much this season, this year. So this upcoming draft. My pick, right?
Oh yeah.
So team wants a first, and I don't even know if there's like a qualifier if it's like a 2024 first. I don't know if maybe a pick 2025. That I don't know, but they want a first. I think if we are being realistic about the potential compensation that they might get from Marshawn Lattimore if he's traded, look no further than that Carlton Davis trade to the Lions.
And that was a third round pick? Ugh.
Which, like, I don't know how they could. I mean, I know how they could, but like, Marshawn Lattimore is like tiers and tiers and tiers above Carlton Davis as a player.
Period.
To get similar, if you get like almost the exact same value from a team of the 3rd round pick that the Lions gave up for Carlton, like, that's gross, bro. That's gross, Ryan.
Hang up the phone. I mean, I just would do it.
And I hope it comes to a point where they realize that the cost of it doesn't outweigh the end result.
Right. Like, what are we getting? Like, in the big picture, what are we getting for this? Like, just so DA could.
There it is. That's exactly it.
Like, nah, bro. No.
The best corner in franchise history, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like, ooh, that would be disgusting. That'd be disgusting.
That'd be gross, bro. That'd be gross. And look, this time of the year is probably the worst time to try to trade somebody because, like you said, teams hoarding picks. They got the draft coming up. Every team think like, man, we go in this draft, we're gonna get the fill of players we need. So nobody really want to give up high picks. Now, after the draft, they wait till June, July, especially like August. August, come training camp, you get injuries. Teams start to realize like where they really at in the pecking order. Then you could kind of strike gold where a team like say, man, if I give me a good corner, man, we could make a run to the championship or whatever. Then you could strike while the iron's hot. So if they're gonna play it, they really need to be patient. If somebody offer a third, hang up. You know what I'm saying? Hang up. Like, don't be out there on the corner, selling ass. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be out there. Don't be on Chef Tour, bro. Don't be on Chef Tour selling ass, bro. Hang up the phone, man. Let somebody come to you with an offer that make you say, okay, now we talking. Don't go out there just trying to look for something, man. You know, because it's hustling backwards, bro. Like
That's all it is, man.
just makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. And then they got themselves caught up in a deadline, so teams could be like, I'm just gonna wait. You know, because come September, he get with the guarantees kicking and all that stuff, you know. So
She'll see, man.
we'll see.
We'll see. Kirk Cousins, a Falcon.
Falcon, baby,
$45 million
bruh.
per season. $90 million guaranteed at signing, Ryan.
This man need to like do some courses on negotiations, something, bro. Because he don't leave. I think it was Lombardi I was listening to today. Like you said, they don't leave $1 on the table. Not $1. They gonna get every penny. Gonna leave the team, whatever. He ain't no. Man, this is where we gonna stand on business.
The tweet that said Kirk Cousins is going to negotiate with a bomb strapped to him, bro. Come like a hostage situation. What we gonna do?
And the thing is, I don't know if any other team was in. I mean, I know it was the Vikings, but it seemed like the Vikings just set they set a line like, hey, we're not gonna pay no more than what 33, 35, and we ain't going above that.
They pulled the Mickey. They pulled the Loomis.
Pulled the Mickey. Like, we ain't. That's where we at. We ain't doing no. And I mean, then it was the Falcons. It's like Falcons just said, look, man, we're gonna get up. Falcons did like what the Saints did last year. Like, man, we're gonna get the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And look, I mean, Kurt is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. I don't think that's breaking. I don't think that's breaking news or anything like that.
No. No.
It's gonna be interesting, brother. The debate on Twitter, you know, everybody's like, oh, you know, he's 36 coming off of Achilles. You know, like, why would I be scared of some Kirk Cousins? It's not so much about scared, but it's just like you going from Riddler to Kirk
Jim
Cousins.
carrying that bitch.
Yeah, like you go from the Riddler to Kirk Cousins. Like, I mean, Riddler was horrible. He was a horrible quarterback. And we lost a game to him. And we lost.
And the game that he was cutting us up, bro.
Yeah, cutting us up. So and you going to him to Kirk Cousins, who has diced up the Saints defense, DA's defense quite a bit over the years.
Man,
so that's all I'm saying.
It was a stat, I forgot what it was, of like Kurt's numbers playing the Saints again. It was like 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in like the last 5 games.
like a 116 quarterback rating or something like that against our vaunted defense. So like, miss me with that, bro. Like, I'm not saying the Falcons about to go to the Super Bowl or nothing like that. I'm just saying it's gonna be like the competition level has raised. You know,
it has. It absolutely has. Anything we want to keep this. It's late. It's what 10, 12 here. It's midnight where Ryan is. So we're not going to go super long, but we did want to hit this free agency. Anything that you want the Saints to come out of or with this free agent class? So they got a linebacker.
Which I did like. That was on my list. I mean, who's left, bro?
Oh my goodness, it's a lot. I was looking earlier. It's a long list. It's long. It's all positions, bro. Lot of players out there.
I don't think they're gonna touch a wide receiver. Maybe like what kind of wide receiver is he? Because this is a trash wide receiver.
And DJ said like teams like because of the wide receiver draft, bro. Like they ain't studying these wide receivers at all. They got you got like Allen Robinson, Odell, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel, MVS, DJ Chark, our favorite Deontay Hardy, Miko Hardman.
You know, I'm still a believer in Curtis Samuel. Not a believer, but like I still want to feel like, man, you could get something out of him. That's somebody I wouldn't mind because the Saints need juice. I've been saying that the Saints need, so I would try to find like a affordable player I can get that's a little juicy.
So the only reason I made that reaction is on Spot Track. They give what the calculated market value is for like a player like Curtis Samuel, and I saw it, and I almost like $11.5 million for Curtis Samuel.
They better adjust that.
3 years, 34 million. What?
Oh, you mean that's for like That's 11 million for 1 year? Oh man,
Yeah.
that's just not happening. I mean, if that was the case, he would have got signed already.
Here's what I will say though. I want to throw this one at you. I love that you mentioned him because, I mean, I was gonna say that, but he was in Washington and he played with Terry McLaurin and they went to Ohio State together. But like, just having that brotherhood, right? He be with Chris Olave, went to Ohio State. I would like that as like you said, give me some juicy weapons. Well, now is he gonna be healthy a lot? Probably not. Does he answer the question in terms of like different, receivers do different things for the offense? Not that either. but he's an exciting player. I still want the Pete re-signing to happen, and I want the John Feliciano guard signing from the Niners. That's it. Because I don't.
What kind of quarterbacks out there?
There's there's this rumbling. Oh, Jameis went to the Browns. I feel like we should mention that. There's this rumbling again. Our guy in our Discord got some sauces saying that maybe potentially as things continue to go this route that Jimmy G might become the backup for the Saints. And I'm just like, what if and I'm not even debating where the information is coming from, because usually when things are said and he puts things out there, not they come to fruition pretty often than not. If that's the case, why the hell did they draft Jake Haener, Ryan?
It's another questionable pick, man. Like, I know it's a late round pick, but still, it's like
it's a fourth. And I still think that like Jake Haener could potentially like at least be like a serviceable NFL backup at the very least.
Which is valuable. That's a valuable thing. People are spending 5, 8, 10 million a year on backup quarterbacks, So I mean, if you could get one under a rookie deal, like you talk about one of the most valuable position in the NFL, and it's like, why not try your damnedest to make sure you, especially if you got somebody in house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure, okay, do I have something here or not? And I just get the feeling that they're like they just moved on from him already. It's just like seen enough.
What?
And I haven't seen enough. I mean, y'all tell me.
Bro, they are doing, not to the same degree, the same thing they're doing with fucking Jake Haener, especially at some point in the offseason if they signed Jimmy Garoppolo. They did the same thing to Trevor Penning, bro. Drafted him, he played, got hurt, plays a little bit second season. They're just like, nah. Even though he was like the penciled in, pinned in starter all of training camp, like last season. There's a part of this pattern that either one or two things are happening. Either the players that they identified and they drafted were just not good, like the scout, like what have you, or the players are good, or maybe the players at the very least decent, but there's not enough coaching acumen on the team to coach these. Like, it's one of the two. So in either way, for the Saints, you're bad. Either you're bad at drafting players or identifying prospects, and you're bad at drafting them, or you're pretty decent at drafting players, and the coaches on the team aren't able to coach them. Period.
I mean, they love to say we're in the quarterback development business.
I thank you for saying that, because when that came in our Discord, it's the first thing that came into my mind. Because I'm like, why did they draft Jake Haener if y'all in the quarterback business?
Make it make sense. It makes no sense.
But you brought up a good point in the Discord of how players kind of, Jimmy G handsome.
He like Jimmy.
fuck porn stars. Like Jimmy just like
Yeah, he
like
just
likable
that
dude, bro.
guy. They all like no matter how shitty he played in San Francisco, like the players loved him. Like they always loved him. They
Got that smile, like
got the smile, man.
Well, if
And
Derek Carr get hurt for like a season, and Jimmy,
boy,
you know what, Jimmy gonna go out there in the offense, bro. He gonna go out there and run the offense. He gonna
hey,
do more than
listen,
that.
that's the
Hey,
thing.
listen, running the offense, Clint Cooper. Oh, okay, all right now,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
bro. That might be a problem, right? Like you said, might be
That's
a
what I'm saying, man. Like I don't know if Carr gonna like that sign. I don't know.
handsome and can run the offense. Oh
Gotta get him out of here.
no. Ooh, that. You know what? I want to see Jake Hainer, but just because I love chaos and I love drama, bro.
Yeah,
Like bring
bring
Jimmy
it,
G on, bro.
bring it. And with Jimmy G, you feel like wherever he's at, he's gonna get on the field.
At some
You
point.
know, at some point, he's gonna get on the field. So just bring it, bro. Like bring it here.
Um, any give me let's wrap this up. Give me 4 players. Give me 4. I'm
Oh,
gonna ask you for four players that you want the Saints to come out with rest of free agency. Give me 4. I'm also gonna say realistic players, not like
gotta give me some names, bro.
man, even Jonah Jackson got paid by the Rams, bro. The Rams,
Yeah, man. They were breaking dudes off on the offensive line, man.
and
Um,
that's another example of a team that like the Rams don't have like a lot of like name people on the offensive line, but the coaching is so good that the offensive line plays well. Like
mhm.
that's a huge thing. Anyway, position wise, I'm gonna go defensive end. All right, let's see. This is great podcasting. You know what? I, I'm gonna say this. If the Saints are intent on bringing in an edge rusher, I would want them to bring in a former draft bay Emmanuel Agba rather than
Oh
Chase
yeah,
Young.
I'll be down with that one.
But if not, I understand like the Chase Young thing. Okay, these are my 4. Chase Young. Can't fucking believe I'm about to say this. Can't believe I'm gonna say this, Ryan. Sheldon Rankins. I said it.
Oh, bring it back, baby. Bring it back.
It's like the Thanos meme, bro. Like back
Hey,
to
that'd be
me.
a decent signing, bro. Oh,
It would be. That's
they
why
lost Malcolm Brown. Forgot to mention that.
we did. So Chase Young / Agba, either one. Sheldon Rankins, John Feliciano on the offensive line. I'm at 3. Um, I'll stop there.
Yeah, man. I mean, Curtis Samuel. Like I said, I threw that out there.
I like that one too. I do.
We got like what 4 or 5 5th-round picks.
Yeah, 3.
See what we could do with one of them fits, man. Maybe a little trade. I mean, you got players like Joe Mixon going for 7th-round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, see who's on the chop block, who the cap casualties out there that you can get your hands on. I heard, Sam Howells is available, the quarterback, the Commanders. I mean, I don't love him, but nothing like that. But if you're in the quarterback development business, he's somebody that has starting potential. He showed some potential last year. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
Washington was a wreck. So I don't know how much you could take away
Rough.
from it, but I throw a 6th-rounder for him or something like that to see if it's available. Didn't Jawan Jennings get tendered for the 49ers?
Yes.
Okay. They put a 2nd-round tender on him. Yeah.
Here's a question for you. I'm asking this because I feel like our boy Mitch in Hawaii, he's asked it. Where would he's been through a lot of injuries, a lot of tread on the tires. He's older. He's 33, and it wouldn't be a long-term answer. Where did you feel about Tyron Smith?
It's so fascinating, bro. Because look, I have not studied him. You know, his snaps last year with the with the Cowboys or whatever. Um, it would be a very risky, Champ Bailey type signing where you come in for the training camp and just just like I be like I'm done. I don't want to play no more and just leaves. So I would have to look. I would have to look to see how. But he's such a great technician to where I don't think it's possible for him to be bad
Right.
at a left tackle. You know what I'm saying? He might be average, maybe below average, but he won't be bad because when he get his hands on you, it's over.
It's over, bro.
But he just doesn't have that movement ability like he used to. He's had some injuries. Uh, and I think just the level of player, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's gonna cost just off the name.
Yeah.
Or he just wouldn't play. Like he would just lie, just say worth my time. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely something I'll look into.
You know who's a free agent that I didn't even realize he was a left tackle for the Chiefs last year? Former Buck Donovan Smith. That means he's won 2 Super Bowls. One with Tom Brady in the Bucks and one with Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs.
Damn.
So he was Kansas City's left tackle this past season. He's a free agent. He signed a 1-year, $3 million contract with the Chiefs last free agency. So there's talent out there. There's talent out there.
Yeah.
It's just going to be interesting to see how the rest of it unfolds. And then the last point I wanted to hit, and it kind of goes against the whole trend because they did sign Willie Gay. He didn't have a visit, but just feel maybe I'm just too tuned into the Saints. And I know you said that Ross Jackson had mentioned this too, and I didn't see Ross make this point, but it just seems like the Saints are very visit heavy compared to like the rest of the teams around the NFL, bro. Like rest of the teams around the NFL, bro, I just get notifications like boom, boom, boom. This team signed this player. This boom, boom, boom. No, not one visit. You got to have a visit to convince Maddox to sign. It sticks out to me, right? Like the Chase Young one, I get that one. Like he's got the pedigree. He's a top 5 pick. He's gonna be in high demand. Why are y'all setting up a visit for fucking Maddox? Unless it's like a physical thing you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. You might be on something, bro. Like it's something that it's notable,
right?
But look,
it could be
at the end of the day, though, the Saints ain't a landmark team no more. I remember when C.J. Spiller like contacted Sean Payton, like, man, I want to come play for you. And Sean like, fuck it, man. Here's a contract. Like that
ain't over, bro.
That ain't over, bro. Ain't nobody selling DA the hey big head text. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's
or Derek Carr, unless speaking of which, you know that soon come, bro. Soon come. I say that jokingly, but like he's kind of like very good for like what the offense needs, just like a consistent chain mover, whatever. But like he's looked not great. Some of that's injury, some of that's a quarterback play in Vegas, but I would not be shocked at all if he ends up the same.
It just screams such a Saints move, and it's gonna be those little all season pieces written about how good their chemistry is, and then it nothing comes from it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it ends up just being like. Then you start seeing where's Hitter, where's Renfro, where's Renfro pieces, in mid October, I don't know.
Mean, if they want to keep a wide receiver that Derek Carr trusts, might as well just keep fucking Keith Backwood on that bill. Oh my god! Only reason that man was getting playing time. Anyway, the Saints did make a good signing. They signed Willie Gay. It fortifies that linebacker position, a solid tackler. And it's going to be exciting to see him play next to DeMario, and don't know what that means for Pete Warner, but we will continue to keep at it. Free agency is ongoing. It officially starts tomorrow, but a lot of deals are agreed to already. But thank y'all so much. We wanted to get this one out, shorter one, but just get it out there because it is free agency. It is a frenzy. It is everything is happening. It's like the new year in the NFL. So thank y'all so much for all the support. If you are wanting to attend the Saints Block Party podcast draft party meetup, please make sure you RSVP. The last date to RSVP is the 22nd of April. If you want to join us on the 25th, for round one of the draft in New Orleans. So please be a Patreon and RSVP if you want to, or if you are planning to attend. Think that's it. We will be back if we need to. If there is an emergency podcast we need to record, might have one this week. Don't even know. We'll just continue to wait and see. But thank y'all for all support. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for just supporting us and just listening. Like, it means so much to us. Watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, Apple, Spotify, give us 5 stars, leave a comment, appreciate it. That, we're out.
Peace.